This video will demonstrate the procedure to replace the console on the X32i incline trainer and other similar incline trainers. To replace the console, you will need scissors or another tool that can cut a wire tie, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a 3/16 inch Allen wrench. It may also be helpful to have a pair of pliers to help disconnect some of the wires. To avoid damage, the use of power tools is not recommended. Because of the size and weight of the console, it is recommended to have a second person to help with the replacement of the console. First, be sure that the equipment is unplugged from the wall. Then, remove the console back plastic. Use the Phillips head screwdriver to remove the console back screws from the console back. There are a few different types of screws used to hold the back in place. Take note of where each screw came from so the console back can be reinstalled after the console has been replaced. It may be helpful to remove one of the top screws last to keep the console back in place until you can carefully remove it from the treadmill. After the console back has been removed, locate and cut the wire tie indicated. Disconnect the green console ground wires from the frame ground wires. You may find it helpful to use a pair of pliers to disconnect these wires from the frame wires. Locate the main wire connection with the red-colored connectors. You will find these wires below the frame. Pull the wire free from the lower wire tie and disconnect the connector by pulling back on the tab and separating the two connectors. Pull the wires up from behind the frame and locate the white wire connection. Press on the tab on the white connectors and separate the two wires. Use the Phillips head screwdriver to remove the console insert screws from the console base. Pass the two wire harnesses under the console frame to the center of the console. With a second person supporting the console, use the 3/16 inch Allen wrench to loosen and remove the console mounting bolts. When the console mounting bolts are removed, the old console can now be lifted away from the incline trainer. To reinstall the new console, reverse the instructions shown in this video. Make sure a second person supports the console until it is held securely by the console mounting bolts. Be sure to tuck all the wires behind the frame to avoid the wires being pinched or damaged by the console back screws. After replacing the console, follow the instructions in your owner's manual to recalibrate the incline trainer.